Yes, we have someone special in the studio this morning, and we will be looking at something that will interest you. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I tell you, it promises to be interesting. You know, as we do on the bumper breakfast, sometimes when we have the segment, and today is just a day like that. Yes, we have someone special in the studio this morning, and we will be looking at something that will interest you. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I tell you, it promises to be interesting. I'll be back. All right, welcome back. Just like I said, I have a surprise for you in the studio this morning. We have Mr. Sunday Ogunfowora, the Lagos State President, Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, in the house. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
What can you quickly say in a nutshell about the fuel scarcity that we're experiencing now in Nigeria?
Well, it's unfortunate this is happening again. I believe is that immediately the subsidy was removed, that it has also gone and take away the issue of a queuing at filling stations. But unfortunately, we are experiencing it again. It's becoming it's pulling a very serious hardship on Nigerians, and we are not happy about it.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Yes, now today we are looking at the impact of local government in democratic setting. In Nigeria, I think we have 774 local government in Nigeria. And here in Lagos, we have
57.
We have 57, yes, conference 57. Yeah, I know about that. So we have local government. Local governments are also, they are also with LCDs, right? Local government and LCDs, they are together.
Yes, we have 20 local government and 37 LCDs.
Okay, that makes 57.
But we do call them local government because we are hoping and believing that soon
they are going to become a full-fledged local government.
Yes.
So now we are looking at the impact of local government in this democratic setting, because we know without the local government, the government can't reach the people directly, because I see them as the grassroots. I see local government, you have a problem, you go to your local government, but what exactly is their impact in this democratic setting?
Well, if you want to assess the impact of local government in Nigeria as a whole, but using Lagos State as a case study, for the democratic setting, you will see that if all politicking is going to be done, it starts from the ward. You start your politicking from the ward. There's this common balance that says all politics is local. So you start from your local area where you'll be known in your ward before you take it to the AG and take it to the state level. So for Democrats, every campaigners, every aspirant starts their campaign from their ward. Then from there they take it up. And for local government, I think without the existence of local government, there's no Nigeria. Because the state cannot exist without the local government. Ditto the federal government too. All their policies that they are doing right in Abuja, right in Ikeja here, everything still goes back and falls back on the local government. And for instance, we are talking about banditry, we are talking about kidnapping, we are talking about terrorism, and so on and so forth. I must confess to you, and that is why now the financial impact, the money that is being released at the federal level now need to be increased to the local government, because there is a big need now to have a community policing now in Nigeria. It is difficult for Musa that is brought from north to know Tunde, to know Alabi that is staying in Isaleko, because he doesn't know him. Even he doesn't understand the geographical terrain of Isaleko, not to talk of knowing where and where to go. But if Tunde is choosing at the head of police at Isaleko, he knows the nooks and crannies of Isaleko. If any hoodlum is mentioned to him that he or she has committed any offense, he knows the best place to go and get hold of that person. So what we need in Nigeria now that suits this present situation is community policing, and you cannot get it elsewhere except from the local government. So for now, there is a big need for every government to beam its searchlight on local government. And there's no way you can do it than to increase the IGR, to increase the grants that come from the federal level to the local government, so that they can be able to meet up with all the challenges that are coming. Security is very, very paramount, because in the concern of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, every government that comes into place must firstly secure the lives and properties of its citizens. So if you have failed to do that, then what are you governing on? So for local government, there are a lot of things that local government needs to do at this time around. I am a local government worker. I spent a couple of decades in the local government as a worker. This is my 26th years in the local government. I know what is obtainable there. We are the first set of people that the rural dwellers come to, because they don't know Sanwo-Olu, they don't know Tinubu.
Yeah.
But for the executive chairman, for the ward councillors, they know them. They know where they are sleeping. They are their immediate leaders. They go to them. Even there are some things they will be tendering for you to do for them that is not within the purview or constitutional coverage of the local government. But they believe that that is the government that is most closer to them. So they can tender it and give it to them to do it. So that has been the issue with local government. So without local government, the state cannot even function. If they are talking about primary health, where is it going to be located? It's going to be located in a local government.
Local government, yeah.
If they are talking about building general hospital, where is it going to be located? It's going to be located. If you are talking about building primary schools, secondary schools, or also,
even
it's going to be in the local government. So everything that they are doing still falls back to the local government.
But when we look at the FAQ that has been given to this local government officers, some will say they don't receive the same FAQ in Lagos State. Like what Shomolu is receiving is different from what Bariga is receiving, and what Bariga is receiving is different from what Ketu is receiving. But why is it?
Yes, there are various parameters and indices to determine what each local government gets, and that is being determined by FAQ for years long. It's not just a thing that is happening now. Even throughout the federation, the FAQ they receive is not the same thing. It differs. For instance, they consider population. During population census, they will consider the population of people that are living within the geographical boundary of a local government. It's one of the paramount things that determines. Then you cannot expect what goes to the rural to go to the urban. Like in Lagos State now, local government is divided into three. We have the rural, we have the semi-urban, and we have the urban. So they are not getting the same fact. They are not getting the same allocation. And there are indices and parameters that leads to that. That has been done years back. And that is what they are using up to now. Although, for now, we are clamoring for the review of it. Because if you see what is happening now, even those places in Lagos State that is being regarded as rural is now densely populated. For instance, you cannot compare the population of Ikorodu local government 10-15 years back to what we have now. Because the central Lagos is filled up. So everybody is rushing down to the suburbs. So if you talk about Badagry, what is the population of Badagry in the last 10-15 years? What is the population now? It has increased. So all these things is what needed to be put into consideration for FAQ to reconsider what is being allocated and what is being given to this local government.
Okay, so the FAQ being allocated to them is majorly for what?
The majority of it, or let me say the bigger percentage of it, is meant for developmental projects.
Okay.
But at the same time, salaries will be paid for the local government workers. And you also know that on the local government, as part of the statutory function of the local government, part of the salaries of the primary school teachers is also taken from the local government. So it is not the state government nor the federal government that is solely paying the salaries of the primary school teachers. Federal government has its own that is paying, the state has its own, and local government has its own too. Yes. So it's part of the money. When the FAQ comes, all these ones are taken from me. They pay salaries of the obas and chieftaincy in as a whole, pay the salary of local government workers, pay the salaries of primary school teachers, and use every other thing to cater for the developmental projects. So that is what is meant for.
Okay. Yeah, during this, there was a time the Lagos state government or the federal government released something to the local government to cushion the effect of this food palaver we are having, and some local governments were sharing palliatives and everything. Does your own sector, do your own department monitor all these things? Or because we had issues during sharing, they will say, only people that voted for APC are the ones the local government are, they have names written already. They are on their list, they are not giving it to everybody, they are not sharing it the right way. Do you people monitor all these things?
Well, I must say, as a union body, we are not saying the distribution is 100% perfect.
Okay.
But I can tell you for free that is above average. The performance and the sharing is above average. Because for me, I've never been to a place, I've witnessed the one that is done in my local government. I am from Badagry local government.
Okay.
I've witnessed the one that is being done by the executive chairman. I've not seen any party coloration to it. And I've also witnessed where I'm working present, I'm working in Amuodofin local government. I've not seen any party coloration to it. I've seen everybody coming from their wards to receive the palliatives. And I don't see anybody coming with party registration cards or anything party to identify who and who is going to take it. For me, it's meant for everybody. The only thing I know is that I'm a member of, I'm the ward secretary of CDA in my community.
Okay.
And I knew that they sent a message from the local government that we should forward names of people that we know that are indigent. That we should send it to them. Those that are widows and so on.
Okay.
That we should send it to them. That we
So
should
irrespective of the party they belong to?
Irrespective of the party.
Okay.
And myself and other members of the executive of the CDA, we sat and we identified houses that we believe we can forward their names, which we did. And at the time they were doing the palliative sharing, they were called upon and they received it without any party coloration. So,
with all these brouhaha that is happening in the country, what has the local government done to help government to cushion the effect of all this, should I say, suffering that is happening in Nigeria now? Because there's no food. As at last 2 weeks, we bought a bag of rice for 55,000. This week it has skyrocketed to 80-something thousand naira again. There's no fuel again in the country, the economy. That's what we're talking about, the impact of the local government. What have they done to help the federal government, to help the government to assist the masses, the people in their local government?
Well, the only thing the local government can do to help the federal government is to make a dividend of democracy being enjoyed by all and sundry. And I need to say it with all due respect and due diligence that I make Lagos State a case study because that is where I work, that is where I live. I don't know what happened in other states. But I must confess to you that local government in Lagos State has been doing a wonderful job when it comes to cushioning and giving out dividend of democracy in Lagos State. I remember last time when I visited the Ibejuleki local government, the executive chairman there, like I said, through the CDAs, because that's the only way to which you can reach the grassroots. Invited some people, I think about 500, and he gave loan to them, revolving loan to them, for them to at least start petty business, to help them at the petty level of business. He did it to them. He has done palliative, but we believe what is better most is to teach people how to fish, and not for them coming to take fish at every point in time, which we praise him for. He spent, I cannot be able to recollect the amount of money spent on that, but it's a whooping millions of naira that he spent on doing that. We have seen situations where local government, almost all local governments in Lagos State now are having these centers for training people, training them on hairdressing, tailoring, and whatever. And you have graduates coming. I remember when I was still in Olonda Local Council Development Area, we have a very big one.
Olonda is where?
It's in Badagry. It's one of the SDA that is created in Badagry.
Badagry, okay.
You see them, you see people, graduates that are not employed, coming to learn handworks. We have seen some of them, and today, even most of them are not looking for employment again. That is what they are doing up to date. They've opened their own shop, they've gotten what they want to do, and they are doing that as their profession.
They're self-made.
Yes.
All right, so before I let you go, I want to ask this question. What do you think the government, the federal government, should do for this local government and LCDs? What should they do that they are not doing, or they should have done and they have not yet done it? What do you think? Where do you think they're lacking?
Well, firstly, one thing I need to say and to appeal to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I'm happy he has been a one-time governor of Lagos State.
Yeah.
Is firstly that he should use all the power within his capability to make sure that Lagos State is given a special recognition. Special recognition in the sense that we have the highest population in Nigeria. Almost.
Are you sure we are more than Kano State?
We are more than Kano State. I can say that.
We argue this with you.
No, we are more than Kano State.
Because they believe they are more than us.
We are more than Kano State.
Oh, for real?
We are more than Kano State. We have done our own. Lagos State has done. Through LASTRA, Lagos State is doing continuous registration of people. As you come into Lagos, you'll be registered. Let Kano State bring out its own and show us what they are doing. We are talking about real figure. We are talking about fat and figure now. We are not talking about the one that some malams will sit in their house and cook up figures and start showing it. No, we are not talking about. We are talking about real figures. Everybody knows that Lagos has the highest population. So one, there must be special recognition for Lagos State. That's the first thing. And secondly, FAC must also increase what comes to the local government. I'm not saying all the chairmen in Nigeria are perfect when it comes to spendings. Yeah. I'm not saying they are accountable 100%.
But what they are getting is not enough for them.
But it's not enough. It's not enough. Because most of the pressure on developmental projects falls on the local government. So, and that's why they need to increase it so that they'll be able to do more. And another thing that I am clamoring for, that we believe in, is that INEC should also be conducting election of local government, both the executive chairman and that of the councillors, because we want to see more people coming into the local government system. We want to see professors, we want to see captains of industries, we want to see professionals coming to handle, to contest for councillors as it's been done in the outside world, to contest for councillors, contest for executive chairman. But for now, they believed that since it is the state independent electoral body that are handling it, that they will always do it to favor the party of the day. So that's why you don't see many people coming to contest, because they believe that at the end of the day, it is one single party that will win the election. And that has been what is in place all over Nigeria.
All right, there's something you said before I let you go. You said you want the government, the president, to recognize Lagos State.
Special recognition.
So when Lagos is recognized specially, what would that bring us? It's going to generate more funds for us.
Yes.
More revenue.
Yes. Okay. If you have that, there is one. They are going to increase, like we have a special recognition for all producing states.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there is special recognition for all producing states, and they give them something to that. Okay. That means if Lagos is having 1 million as far, for instance, Rivers State that is producing oil might have 5 million. Yeah. So if Lagos State too is giving special recognition, that means more money for Lagos State. Then there will be some responsibility that is on Lagos State that will be taken over by the federal government, that they will now be doing. There will be special recognition in all things that they will be doing. For instance, the fourth mainland bridge that we are talking about now, the federal government can take it up at its responsibility because it has a special. It's just like talking about the federal capital. You know, most of the things that is being done at Abuja is being done by the federal government. So the same thing will be enjoyed by Lagos State. If we have more money, I can tell you, and you know, and I can say it, that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is the best performing governor in the whole of the country. And it's all over there. When you go to the streets, you can see the good job he's doing. And for we staff, sincerely speaking, when it comes to staff welfareism, the man is God sent to us. He has been doing it.
But hopefully, I just want to put in this question. It's kind of trickish though. Hopefully, the Lagos State government, they are not pocketing the allocation of the local government funds. They are not pocketing the allocation.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, I want to say it repeatedly again that I'm not saying they are 100% perfect, but they are above average level and they are doing well.
They are doing well. I love that. Thank you, Mr. Sunday Ogunfowora. It's interesting talking to you. All right, we've been talking about the impact of local government in democratic setting, and I know you've learned a lot because I now understand some things I don't understand. It's still the Bumper Breakfast Show. Don't touch that dial, because after this we have something more interesting for you. We'll be back.